The Classic TV channel is your happy trails to golden oldies television from the 1940s through the formative years of the 1950s and 60s. Enjoy restored TV shows Mickey Rooney Show, Groucho Marx, Trouble with Father, Terry and the Pirates, One Step Beyond, Beverly Hillbillies, Bonanza, The Lucy Show, Dick Van Dyke, Annie Oakley, Ozzie and Harriet, The Howdy Doody Show, and many, many more. Binge your night away. So return with us now to those golden days of yesteryear.
Hello, I'm your gangbuster host, Special Agent Clifton of the FBI. Our story is about a man who was one of the most ruthless killers in our history. In a moment, I'll tell you about John Dillinger, who could bluff his way out of jail with a block of wood, but was stopped by a lady in red.
Dillinger's beginning was humble. He was born in Brightwood, Indiana in 1902. Most of his boyhood was spent in Indianapolis, and the records show that he first served time at the Pendleton Reformatory in Michigan City, Indiana. Through the efforts of his Quaker father, he was paroled. However, having no respect for law and order or his father, he spent his freedom delivering weapons to aid in the escape of his reformatory pals. Later, the records show, he was arrested and held in the Lima, Ohio County Jail. He escaped. His gang murdered the sheriff. And in Racine, Wisconsin, 2 persons were wounded in a $25,000 bank holdup. He was caught and jailed at Crown Point and held only long enough for him to whittle a toy gun. A gun which was so perfect, it even fooled the authorities. Small cities like Paris, Illinois, suffered from the Dillinger gang. Chicago marked the end of the blazing, bloody career of John Dillinger. But we're getting ahead of our story.
There is no way to exaggerate the viciousness of John Dillinger. He killed as you might slap a mosquito. He combined this with animal cunning and an utter lack of nerves to become the most infamous criminal in America. He became public enemy number 1.
Dillinger had Homer Van Meter and John Hamilton as partners. They made quite a trio. A policeman was dead, and Dillinger's friend, John Hamilton, was badly wounded. Dillinger's procedure was simple. He decided to let his girlfriend, Connie, take care of Hamilton while he took a trip to Chicago to cool off.
John Dillinger, the personification of the male animal, all appetite and no taste.
What?
Oh, I was just making my own private study of the criminal behind the gun.
Well, here I come all the way to Chicago just to be with you, and all you do is insult me.
John, I couldn't insult you with 4 languages. I gave up trying years ago.
I don't think you like me.
Let's not be childish, John. I like you because I like your money. And because you fascinate me a little. Like a deadly snake, always coiled to strike.
Snake yet? I mean, that's wonderful. You know, I swear someday you're going to be the death of me.
If you ever flex your muscle at me again, John, it will be the death of you.
Oh, you got nerve, Millie, real nerve. You and I'll make a good team.
Hardly. I don't have much use for the human race, but I don't expect to help you exterminate it. If I were you, John, I wouldn't come back here. Somehow, you don't fascinate me anymore.
Dillinger finally left Chicago and headed south. By now, John Hamilton had gotten his miracle and was nearly well. He and Connie were planning to join Dillinger in Tucson, but their trip never came off. Dillinger was brought back to the Lake County Jail at Crown Point, Indiana. Among his visitors was his girlfriend, and she brought him more than words of sympathy.
Van Meter and Hamilton have it planned. They'll spring you when they take you to court.
I've got a better idea. If it works, I'll have to thank my old man for teaching me to whittle.
Dillinger's plan was simple. He began to whittle a gun from a block of wood. This normally would have appeared to be child's play. Not with Dillinger. With this desperado, it was deadly serious work. An ingenious scheme to cheat the law. It was slow, tedious labor. He had to be on the alert. Guards checked his cell regularly. How he obtained the block of wood and the knife, especially the knife, never has been learned. Dillinger had fashioned the block of wood into a shape of a pistol, but it was still obviously only a wooden gun. And Dillinger found the answer. He used shoe polish to blacken it, completing its likeness to a real weapon. At last, the pistol was ready for use at the right time. Dillinger found the exact moment. His boundless nerve and a phony gun created one of the most daring jailbreaks in modern criminal history.
All right, back to your cot and down on your face.
Sure. What's for Charles?
Stew?
Again? There's that cook that ought to be hung. That's fine. Go ahead, shoot. Be a hero when your friend dies. Switch it around, butt first. Hurry up. Now you lie face down. Come on. Get in here. Come on. Keith. Have a souvenir from John Dillinger. Wood.
Dillinger's escape was a nationwide sensation. The wooden gun catching the imagination. Successful as was the escape, Dillinger made one slip. He stole the sheriff's car and, breaking through roadblocks, drove too far. He took it across the state line into Illinois, breaking a federal law. The Transportation of Stolen Property Act. This gave the FBI authority to hunt him down. The FBI opened an SMV file on Dillinger, and everyone in the Bureau knew the file would close only when Dillinger was dead. After his escape, Dillinger went back into business. Big business, successful business. So successful, it enraged a whole country. In St. Paul, Dillinger and Van Meter shot their way out of a police trap, but Dillinger was wounded. After treatment by a gang doctor, Dillinger and his friends headed north into Wisconsin, looking for a place to lie low while his wounds healed. Little Bohemia, an isolated and little patronized resort. It seemed to be perfect. So Dillinger took over.
There's only a little money in the register. That's all I have. You can take it.
That's mighty generous. What'd you say your name was?
Arthur. Arthur Troser.
Arthur, it was all the money you have. You better not give it away.
But,
Got a telephone around here?
yes, over there.
Put in a call to John Hamilton. Tell him to come up. We found a home.
Well, John, not a soul around.
I told you that. I told you it's out of season. The lodge is closed, all except the bar. I run that myself.
Keep quiet.
I won't keep quiet. This is my...
He talks a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll have to keep an eye on him. Night and day, like a coat of paint. If he sneezes, there'll be one of us right there to say gesundheit.
Night and day. How about 10 to 1 he snores?
Turn off the faucet, Chubby. And go fix us a drink. We're here to enjoy ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
What a day.
Oh, we'll see you then.
Kicking me around, shoving me in my own place of business, slapping me. I'd like to pin his ears back. Who does he think he is, anyway? John Dillinger?
I imagine so. That's his name.
Dillinger. Then you're...
Homer Van Meter.
And...
Babyface Nelson.
Please, may I write a letter before you kill me?
Kill you? Say, what do you think we are, homicidal maniacs? We never kill anyone except in the line of duty, Arthur. Now. You just dry those tears. You be a good host for a couple of weeks, and when we leave, you'll not only be alive, but you'll have some of that folding money to remember us by.
John Hamilton had accepted the invitation. Friends of Arthur Trosser also occasionally dropped in.
Believe me, Ham, it's sure good to see you. How do you feel?
Holy.
Well, the ventilation we've got, we sure won't mind the heat. Honey, that's so hard.
You look a bit peaked.
I'm off my food.
A lot of guests for the off-season. Where are they from?
From the city. Who and what?
Jim Friendly.
You better stay that way.
He has a little horse ranch over in Blue Valley. Nice place, too. He has trees, beautiful creek, all filled with trout. You'd like it, Mr. Nelson. It makes a man feel young just to sit by Jim's creek and see one of the new coats come down to get a drink. All knock-kneed and wobbly, but tossing his head...
Did I ask you for a nature lesson? All of a sudden, you're full of gab. Why?
I guess I talk a lot about things I like.
What are you doing back there?
Nothing, Mr. Nelson, nothing.
Give me some cigs.
Want some relief?
I sure do. Nature boy is all yours.
Arthur, fix me something sweet and cool, huh?
Yes, sir, Mr. Van Meter. I'll make you a special.
Not too special. You'll have to drink some first.
Can I use this to cut the lemon?
Why, sure, Arthur. I trust you.
You can, Mr. Van Meter. You can. I'm not going to do anything foolish. I know better than that. Some fellas might try to act up and be smart, but my mother didn't raise no foolish children.
Hand me the newspaper, will you? I want to see what's going on in the world. Congratulations, John. You're heading the hit parade.
Public enemy #1.
Honey, you're famous.
#1, that's great.
I have to put that in a frame. I couldn't have done it without you guys helping.
Swell. You all sound as if John had just been elected sweetheart of the DAR. Go on, read further about how Eddie Green was cut down in St. Paul. The Barkers, Al Carpus, and now Green. In case you don't know it, that makes one of us next.
Okay, so Green's dead. You stop hanging crepe, Homer. Nobody lives forever. Did you hear the news? I'm now public enemy #1. Let's have a drink on it.
Don't take that back, Mr. Dillinger.
Why not?
They're stale. I'll get you a fresh pack. Nothing but the best for Mr. Dillinger.
It's a good thought. You keep it in mind and make that drink a double.
Arthur Trosser was afraid of Dillinger, but then so was the whole nation. And in spite of his fears, Arthur smuggled out a tip to the FBI. Arthur's friend came back. This was Arthur's one chance. He prayed silently as he planted the cigarette package containing the note for help. Caught in this act, death was certain. The friend was unaware of the explosive message he carried. From Wisconsin came words, flashing electronic words, urgent words. To the police, to the FBI, to the men who stand between you and the killers, came the word, one word, Dillinger. The word was received. Agents put down their pencils and picked up guns. Hurry, no time to call home. At home, the agents' wives start to worry. Some of them start to pray. It's all they can do. Their husbands don't belong to them now. They're G-men, cops, and a cop killer is loose.
What's biting you, Holman?
This. You've got the FBI heat on you, John. You're getting too popular. That makes us all too popular. So if you don't mind, I'm cutting out of here tomorrow.
Huh?
Too late. The FBI was there. The trap was closing.
Cops. The place is crawling with cops. They're moving in. Let's start chopping. For what else? It's our only chance. There'll be more cops on the way. We gotta blast out now.
I'll get my bag.
There's no time. Oh, let it go. Wait a minute. Arthur. He's the only one who could have tipped the cops. Where is he? Let it go, John. We gotta move. Go on.
Dillinger and Van Meter did chop their way out and to break for the getaway car. Their guns spewed streams of lead as a cover. Despite the steady return fire of the officers, Dillinger and Van Meter reached the car and made good a desperate getaway again. The FBI crossed out one member of the gang. Hamilton, trying a different exit from his partners, was cut down. A dog barked, and a mad dog was loose again. But where do you go when you're public enemy number one? Where do you get help? Buy it? No. Even the underworld hideouts were not open to Dillinger. Friends? Yes, that was the answer. But Dillinger's friends were getting fewer by the day. Hamilton had died in the escape from Little Bohemia. Now Van Meter was dead. Dillinger thought of other friends. Nelson, Tommy Carroll, Pierpont, Makeley, Youngblood. They'd help him. Only they were dead, too. Then, Dillinger remembered Mildred Jones. She'd helped him in the past. She would again. She had to.
I warned you once, John, I don't like muscle, especially not yours.
I don't care what you like or don't like. I'm using your apartment for a while.
Why?
I need a new face. I'm gonna get it right here.
The last resort. Change the face, the fingerprints. Make yourself a new man, one the cops don't know about. But Dillinger was wrong. We did know. Mildred Johns had come to the FBI. She came to talk. She stayed to help.
You want me to put the finger on John Dillinger for you? I don't know. I like living.
Everybody does, including the people Dillinger will kill if we don't get to him first. You say he has a new face. We don't know that face. You do.
All right. John's taking me to a matinee this afternoon. The Biograph Theater on Lincoln Avenue. You'll know me. I'll be the one in the red dress.
Mildred kept her promise. She appeared at the theater with a friend. The man bought the tickets, and Mildred, trying to locate the agents, gave the signal. Dillinger wasn't suspicious, though a cordon had drawn tight. A check was made with the girl in the box office. She said the show would end at 4:20. It was now 2. 2 hours and 20 minutes to wait. A long wait when you know someone may die. Plans were gone over again. Hope was that the girl could move away from Dillinger out of the line of fire. This had to be the end of Dillinger. The agents took their prearranged posts, with Clifton posing as a ticket seller. Nervously, watches were checked, and checked again. 2 hours and 20 minutes is a long time. The show was over. The audience began moving out of the theater toward a new drama. It was exactly 4:20. This was it. The agents were hoping that Dillinger would come out by himself, making it less dangerous for bystanders. Mildred and Dillinger came out, keeping Destiny's date.
Oh, excuse me, John. I have to powder my nose. I'll be right out.
Luckily, she managed to leave him as planned. Dillinger was alone. It was time to move. This had to be it.
FBI, Dillinger. Don't move!
Dillinger was dead. End of a tough guy. End of public enemy number 1. And the only person who showed up to claim Dillinger's body was his gentle father. His were the only prayers along that last lonely country road. The road that led to the end of John Dillinger's ruthless criminal career and the graveyard.
And so the FBI closed its case on John Dillinger, the man who chose murder as a career. Dillinger's girlfriend, Connie, was sentenced to a prison term for aiding a known criminal. As a result of this case, police began to see the need for better communications between cities and states in order to stop the fast-moving criminal. Within a short time, the use of teletypes and radio were combined with a system of interlocking state alarms. In just a moment, gangbusters will broadcast a clue of a person still at large and wanted by the police.
Attention. Attention to all citizens and police.
Dangerous woman at large. Leota LaVon Werner, 45, about 5 feet 4 inches, weighs 130 pounds, brown eyes, has mole on right cheek. Mole on right cheek. Long scar, inner left forearm. Scar, inner left forearm. Leota Werner is charged with fleeing across a state line to avoid prosecution for murder. Leota Werner is believed carrying a .22 caliber revolver and should be considered dangerous. Be on lookout for Leota Lavon Werner, 45, 130 pounds, mole on right cheek.
If you have any information concerning this clue, please notify your local police, the FBI, or gangbusters at once. Our next gangbusters case is just as authentic, right from the police files. On behalf of the police, we invite you to join us.
Gangbusters, created by Phillips H. Lord. The case you have heard tonight was based upon police records, court records, and personal interviews.
Dr. Morton of the San Francisco Police Department, and I have a grim report to make to you. It is the actual story of Ethel Juanita Spinelli, known as the Duchess. Seldom will you hear of a case so strange or so viciously cruel. I'll tell you more about it in just a moment. Spinelli was one of the most ruthless, hardened, savage criminals on record, and her gang consisted of 3 young boys she had picked up off the city streets and carefully trained. Robert Sherrard, 19, already with a police record and formerly an inmate of the Sonoma Home for Mental Deficients, from which he had managed to escape. Albert Joseph Ives, 23, and Gordon Jason Hawkins, a car thief, who was known to the police and had already done time in prison.
This gangbusters story begins in a precinct in the middle of San Francisco. Cable cars clattered up and down the hills. The Duchess lived in a second-rate apartment house.
No. You shouldn't have done it that way, honey. You telegraphed it.
Did you have to miss me so close?
Come on, I'll show you how to use this app. Now, here's how you did it. The guy would know a mile away what you were going to do. Now, hold it like this. You punch with it in a straight line. The guy'll never know what hit him.
Yeah, Duchess, I get it.
We'll do it that way. You eyes, after Sherrod whacks him, what do?
I help him lay the guy down on the sidewalk and then frisk him quick for his wallet. Wallet and any cash he has.
That's right. Take everything. Okay, Hawkins, how about you?
First, I get me a car. That's easy for me. I've done it 1,000,000 times. Then I wait in this hot car, see, with the motor running. As soon as Sherrod saps the guy, I get going. And the boys make the score, I pull up, they jump it, and we're off and running.
Okay. Here, Sherrod. See if you can use that properly.
Once the Duchess had her youthful gang trained, we of the police force noticed a definite increase in crimes committed in the San Francisco area. But it was nothing compared to what was to come later.
Car 47. Investigate.
Who is it?
Mike.
Mike? Mike Simeon, am I glad to see you? How are you?
Okay, Duchess. How's yourself?
Pretty good, Mike. Got my message?
Yeah, I got it. So what's hot?
I'll tell you all about it. Have a drink?
Yeah. Thought you said you was in the chips. Don't look like it.
Don't worry about me, Mike. I'm doing all right. And with you here, we'll do even better.
I hope so. I've come a long way.
How's things in Detroit?
Not so hot or it wouldn't be here. What's the deal?
A little bit of everything. Mike, I just got me some new boys. You'll see. You'll buy it. Here are my boys now, Mike. This is Bob Sherrard.
Hi.
Al Ives. And Gordon Hawkins. Boys, This is Mike Simeon.
Simeon? Gee, Mike Simeon.
Sure. I told you might join up with us.
Gosh, Mr. Simeon, I'm glad to meet you.
So these are your boys?
Yeah, and they're good boys, Mike, good boys. How did it go today, boys?
Not bad. 57 bucks and change. There we go. 3 watches and a pretty good pen and pencil set.
Pen and pencil set. Some deal you've got here. What have you punks been doing? Robbing piggy banks?
You leave my boys alone, Mike. You did just fine, boys, just fine.
Looks like I came 2,000 miles just to help steal bicycles.
Listen, big-timer, don't get the wrong slant on this deal. Boys, how many jobs have we done this week?
Let's see. 5 Sunday night, 6 Monday. Tuesday we only did 2. Wednesday we were pretty busy, 7. Mess it was. And 2 tonight.
They're little jobs, Mike, but they mount up. We've been pulling down about $1,000 a week, and that's an item. And with you here, we can double it. Besides, nobody does no 5 years to life stretches. If there's a pinch, somebody does 90 days, maybe. Think it over, Mike. This is $100 grand a year. $100 grand of easy money.
Maybe you got something at that. Where do I fit in?
All I want you to do is case the jobs. Lay it out so my boys won't make any mistakes. Anything wrong with that?
The boys, get lost. Sounds pretty good, Duchess. And you and me will take care of the score, eh?
No, Mike, I'll take care of the score. Just like always.
Mike Simeon was a man with a long and varied criminal record. And after he joined the Duchess gang, the outbreak of robbery and violence in San Francisco became an epidemic. Then one night, they went further than they meant to.
The diner's right here. It's on the highway, just 2 miles out of town. Now get this, boys. By 9 o'clock, the breakfast rush is over. There's usually nobody there but the cook and the waiter. The 2 of them own the joint. They keep the big dough under the cash register, not in it.
You handle the gun eyes. And you, Sherrard.
Yeah, Duchess?
If there's any customers there, you hit the first one with the sap. The rest will do just like you tell them.
Sure, Duchess.
And bundle up good, boys. I don't want any of you catching cold.
What's that? The check, Pop. Just the check. What's that you say? The check. Oh, didn't hear you. Had my contraption turned off. That'll be 60 cents, mister. 60 cents? Yes, sir. You see, I always keep it turned off because when it's on, it gets a little too high. It tickles my ear. Well, come back again.
I can fix it. Will you hold it, you dope? Stand back from the register. This is a stick-up. Don't make any funny moves.
What's that you say?
Would you recognize either of these men if you saw them again?
No, I didn't get a good look at their faces.
All right, we'll go down to headquarters.
Okay. I'll get my hat.
Not much to go on.
No, and they're sure to ditch the murder gun. Unless
what?
if there was some way we could make them hang on to that gun, we might have a chance.
How are you going to do that?
I don't know as I am, but we can try.
causing disturbance. Corner of Fresno and Shelby Street.
I had to shoot him. He was reaching for a gun. Then this cook busted in and...
You thickheads. This was a nice, soft touch. You're boys. You're stupid, bird-brained boys.
We'll dump the gun and lay low. Maybe we'll take a little trip.
Yeah. The law ain't gonna like this.
Shut up, stupid.
Attention, all cars. Homicide, armed robbery at restaurant known as Fat Boys, Coast Highway near Berkeley Hills Road. Be on alert for black sedan. Look for .22 caliber rifle, which was murder weapon. That is all.
22 caliber rifle? A 22 caliber rifle.
They're all mixed up. I shot him with a .38.
That's right. I couldn't miss him.
You couldn't, but you did. What do you think, Mike?
He could miss the floor with his hat if he dropped it. It must have been the slob with the .22 rifle that hit him.
No, that ain't the way it appeared. I saw it. I saw him grab his stomach.
Mike's right, boys. You must have missed eyes, and the cook got excited and blasted him.
Yeah, but I saw him grab his stomach.
Button your lip. I'm sick of hearing you.
Better do as Mike says, Sherrod. Get ready, boys. We'll clear out of Frisco for a while. Maybe we'll see how the pickings are in Sacramento. Eyes. Give me that .38. If they're looking for 22, this is still a nice, clean gun.
Such efficiency was typical of the Duchess' cold-blooded operation. The gang, eager to get going again, traveled in one car to Sacramento. But the Duchess kept an eye on Gerard.
Where did Sherrod get the girl, Ives?
She's the chick he picked up in Frisco.
How'd she get to Sacramento?
He sent her the bus fare. He's got a yen for her.
Shouldn't have done it. He's been enough trouble lately without bringing some floozy around. Yes, sir, he's been nothing but trouble.
There's a real duncy boy. He's going to get us in real trouble. Big trouble.
No, he isn't, Mike. That boy's come to the end of the line. He's got to go.
What do you mean, he's got to go?
Go where he won't make trouble for his friends. And you and Hawkins are going to see that he gets there.
I don't want no part of it. I ain't no murderer.
In my league, when the whistle blows, you do. The whistle's blowing for you right now, Ives.
You know him for what the Duchess wants?
That's better.
There. You got Mike all upset. That isn't nice.
I didn't mean nothing.
It's going to be all right, honey. We're all going to have a nice little drink or two. And I'm going to fix a special one for Sherrod.
Oh, Mickey.
That's the idea. It'll be easy for you boys to handle after a nice little drink. And then you're going to take him for a nice, long swim. You know, maybe he'll drown. Go get the liquor.
Let Hawkins do it.
I want you to get it.
What are we doing here?
Hey, we're going for a little swim. It'll sober you up.
How'd I get so drunk? I don't remember drinking so much of that stuff.
Oh, you drank plenty.
You going for a swim, too?
Yeah, we're all going.
All right, up we go.
That's a good idea. Oh, it's kind of crazy, ain't it? This time of night? Our clothes on? Ain't that kind of crazy? Tried to make out I was crazy once. Put me in a loony bin. Well, they couldn't keep me there. I was too smart for them. I got out, you bet.
And we're wasting time. What are you, crazy or something?
This is no good, Hawkins. It's no good, I tell you.
Simeone, take your eyes out of your head if you goof this job. All right, up we go.
Hey!
pals. Don't do it. Don't. You're my pal. Don't do this.
The Duchess thought it best to move again. She and her gang set out for Reno, Nevada. But there was a member who was getting a feeling that he might never arrive there, alive.
You're very quiet, Ives. What's the matter?
I'm thinking, that's all. Just thinking.
Thinking's all right if you think about the right things. What are you thinking about, Ives?
Nothing. Nothing.
You ain't just a little worried about what happened to Sherrard?
Don't do it. Don't. You're my pal. Don't do it.
No. Why should I be?
You shouldn't be. He'd have got us in trouble. He was softening up. He had to go. You ain't softening up, are you, honey?
Me? No. I ain't softening up yet. Not me.
How about you, Hawkins?
Yeah. What's to soften up about?
That's the kind of answer the Duchess likes.
You're next, Ives. She's planning to kill you. She'll get them to do it just like she got you to kill me. She's gonna get rid of you, then Hawkins. She's been looking at you just the way she looked at me. You're next, Ives. You're next.
What are you thinking about, dear?
Duchess, we better stop for gas. Gas stations aren't too close together around here.
Guess I better stash this gun till we get by the gas station. While we're filling up, I'll fix all of us a nice little drink of whiskey. How about it?
That's for me.
Yeah, me too.
How about you, Oz? Wouldn't you like the Duchess to fix you a nice little highball?
I don't want no whiskey.
Where are you going, Oz?
Just to get a drink of cold water over in the restroom.
Go with him, Simeon. Get some water for our drink.
We can't catch him. And this guy'll know something's funny if we chase him. Better let him go.
Guess so. We should have taken care of him sooner. I figured he was cracking.
He won't say nothing. He knows it's his own neck if he talks.
Fill it up, regular.
Okay. What's the matter with his friend?
Friend? He's no friend of ours. He's a hitchhiker we picked up on the road a while back. Must be crazy.
Sure acted like it.
Yeah.
That'll be $360.
$360. Keep the change.
Thanks.
How far is it to Reno?
About 160 miles.
160 miles. Thanks.
Operator, give me the state police. What's the story, Graham? Something phony's going on. A club coupe drives in here, two-door job. There were 4 of them in it. 3 men and an old woman. She acted like she was a boss, though. Anyway, a young guy with them jumps out of the car and all of a sudden takes off. Takes off? That's right, he starts to run.
Last thing I saw, he ran right from the underbrush and disappeared.
What did the rest of them do about it?
Well, at first it looked like they were going to go after him. Then I guess they changed their minds. When I asked them what went on, they said this guy had hitched a ride with him. Sure acted scared to death, though. Hey, look. That's him now.
They'll come back. They'll come back and she'll make me drink. I don't want to. I don't want to.
What's this all about? Who's going to make you drink?
Next, she'll have me pitched off the bridge, too.
Who will have you thrown off what bridge?
She will. She's afraid I'll talk. She's afraid I'll crack up.
Something she's afraid you'll talk about, isn't it?
No, she just hates me, that's all. I was in the way.
And you're afraid she'll have you killed next?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did, son. You said, I'm next, she'll have me thrown off the bridge. Were you next, son? Was there someone else thrown off the bridge before you? In Sacramento, perhaps?
Sacramento?
That's right. A boy named Sherrard, maybe.
How did you know Sherrard?
We found his body in the river. We've got his fingerprints in the file. Graham, will you give me a hand here? Yeah, we've got the right outfit. Put out a broadcast on them, and then call Homicide San Francisco and ask Inspector Morton if he'll meet us here. Yeah. Now, okay.
Attention, Highway Patrol. All cars west of Mountain Road proceed at once to roadblock stations. Intercept black Ford sedan. Occupants, 2 men and a woman. They are armed and dangerous. That is all.
You should have gone after that punk and killed him.
The cops. Get us out of here, Hawkins. Step on it.
This thing can't fly.
Come on, Hawkins, you gotta shake this guy.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can.
I'm taking you all back to San Francisco. You'll stand trial for the murder of the waiter your boy here shot.
You couldn't be more wrong, Mr. Policeman. Could he, Mike?
That's rich. Tying us to a killing.
If we do miss on that one, we'll try you for that poor half-daffy kid we pulled out of the river.
That boy there. He did that all by himself, the little murderer.
They're lying. They're lying. They're lying.
I thought you said he was a hitchhiker.
They're trying to make me a patsy. They're all in it, every one of them.
Yeah, you're all in it. Right up to your necks.
Inspector, look what I found under the rear seat of the car.
Well, this makes it kind of cozy. Now, if a .38 bullet I've got back in San Francisco came out of this gun, we've got the whole deal wrapped up.
How does that figure? A .22 gun was used in that holdup you're trying to pin on us.
Yeah, we figured if we broadcast a .22 was used, someone just like you would hang on to this .38 instead of getting rid of it.
You're supposed to be half smart. I ought to have known better than to team up with an old battle axe like you.
You're one to talk. If I'd had time, I'd have taken care of you, you small-time chisel. I'd have taken care of you, but good.
Yeah, you'd have taken care of him, all right. You did a good job on Sherrard. You missed on Ives. Hawkins and Simeon would have been next on the list. But don't worry. The state's going to take care of them for you. Just like it's going to take care of you, Duchess.
Juanita Spinelli was the first woman to be put to death in a California gas chamber. She was executed at San Quentin Prison just 8 months after her arrest. The following week, Gordon Hawkins and Mike Simeon also died in the gas chamber. Ives suffered what is perhaps a worse fate. He was adjudged insane and confined to a hospital for the criminally insane. He was released by court order June 22nd and died of a heart attack August 12th. In just a moment, gangbusters will broadcast a clue of a person still at large and wanted by the police.
Attention. Attention to all citizens and police. Wanted and still at large, Merced Trujillo, escaped federal prisoner, Mexican nationality, age 42, height 5 feet 9.5 inches, weight 180 pounds, brown eyes, black hair, dark complexion, 2-inch scar center of forehead, birthmark on the right eye, small mole left forehead, important, 2-inch scar on right lower jaw. Trujillo charged with petty larceny, grand theft, and violation of immigration law. He was sentenced to Federal Prison Camp 10, Tucson, Arizona, and escaped shortly after. Wanted, Merced Trujillo, escaped federal prisoner.
If you have any information concerning this clue, notify your local police, the FBI, or gangbusters at once. Next week, another gangbusters case taken from authentic police records. Until then, on behalf of the police, we invite you to join us. Gangbusters, created by Phillips H. Lord. The case you have heard tonight was based upon police records, court records, and personal interviews.